This podcast deals with disturbing subject matter. Listener discretion and headphones are advised.
It's time to open the door to your mind. Sit back and listen to true horror. But be careful of what you allow in. Because it's time to go through the fog.
I'm DarkHero, and this story is called Chase.
I've been working my butt off every night, slinging drinks to the drunken masses. Thanks, COVID. I had to miss out on work for a week, and I was extremely behind on all my bills. Thankfully, I was able to make ends meet, but I was utterly exhausted. "Come on, Kat, let's go out," my roommate Ash pleaded. "Please, I'm so freaking tired. I just want to sleep forever," I complained. She'd been wanting me to go out with her for ages, but due to being sick and working, it has been a while since we hung out. "Please," she groaned. "I'll do anything." I rolled my eyes and ignored her for a bit. Ash pinched my face, sending a jolt of pain through me. I brushed her hand away, and she grabbed my wrist. "I'll buy your drinks," she said with a serious look on her face. After a moment of silence, we erupted into laughter. I conceded, and we agreed to go out that night. I drove us to our favorite nightclub, the same one that I work at, and we had the time of our lives. Ash kept her promise of buying all the drinks, and we danced for hours. Nearing the end of the night, I was talking to a couple of friends that we'd met earlier when Ash approached me with her arm locked with a guy. She leaned in and whispered into my ear, "Hey, I found a keeper. Don't wait up for me." I waved her off and told her to have fun. I checked my phone for the time and realized how late it was. I let out a yawn and decided that it was time for me to finally call it a night. As I stepped out into the parking lot, I was rummaging through my purse to find my car keys. The muffled music from inside the building filled the cold night air. "Walk faster," I heard a woman's voice whisper. I jumped and quickly turned around, but there was no one there. I rubbed my hand on the back of my neck, and I felt goosebumps. I must have been really drunk, so I brushed it off and continued my trek through the parking lot. The parking lot was packed, and I couldn't remember where I placed my car. I stopped to go through my purse again until I heard that woman's whisper hiss at me. "Don't fucking stop." I yelped, and my purse's strap fell off my shoulder, causing its contents to spill. I cursed under my breath as I got onto my knees to scoop up my things. "Hey, baby," a man's slurred, hoarse voice called out. I turned to see a tall man wearing a black hoodie and a black face mask. The man began to talk to me, something along the lines of going with him to have some fun. But that woman's whisper overlapped all other noises. Get up and run, right now." I picked up my keys from the ground and tried my best to get up quickly. I had too much to drink, so I struggled for a moment. The man reached a hand towards me, and the woman's voice screamed, "Don't let him touch you!" I stumbled back, trying to kindly tell the man I wasn't interested, and I noticed that in his other hand was a small pocket knife. The knife glinted from the glow of the street lamps, and its point was directed at me. I turned tail and ran as fast as I could. I was so damn lucky that I wore flats as I darted through the spaces between cars. The man began to cackle, and his once slurred words turned loud and clear. "Where are you, you pretty bitch?" I ducked down, hoping that he would pass through and give me a break to run to my car, if I could ever find it. I felt a chill run down my spine as the woman's voice reverberated in my skull. Run! I obeyed and ran as I was told. Suddenly, the man's voice grunted in anger behind me. The woman's instructions were loud and clear. Turn left! I followed the order, but the man was gaining on me. My car was suddenly in view, but I couldn't feel any relief yet. I pressed the button on my key to unlock my car, and as soon as I reached it, I yanked the handle to open it. The woman whispered solemnly, "You were too slow." I felt a searing pain from my right shoulder. I tried to scream, but a hand covered my mouth. Tears streamed down my face, and I felt the blade press into my throat. I saw my horrified reflection in the car's window, and for a moment, I accepted my fate. Then I saw something behind me. No. It was standing behind the man. The pale face of a woman stared at the man. Her expression was filled with pure anger. In the reflection, she grabbed the man by the head, and he recoiled in pain. I heard his knife clatter onto the pavement, and I turned to see him stumbling backwards, groaning. It was as if he was being pulled back by an invisible force. I looked back at the car window to see the woman, her clothes tattered, and her skin bruised, grabbing onto the man's head. She looked at me and screamed, "Do it!" My mind went blank when I picked up the knife and plunged it straight into his shoulder. The man screamed. His cries echoed through the parking lot. The police suddenly pulled up into the parking lot. Someone had alerted them earlier of some signs of a struggle, and the man was quickly detained. I was patched up and questioned. The whole time I went through the night in my head, I never heard or saw that woman again. But I believe that she was some kind of guardian angel. If I had wasted a single second, the man would have had his way with me and disappeared.
Through the Fog is recorded and edited by Intro and outro by Katie Kemp. For more stories, go to www.throughthefog.org. We'll be back in 2 weeks, so keep your eyes on the fog.